What does the Bible say about divine sovereignty? Have you ever wondered how much control God really has over our lives and the world around us? The Bible provides a clear picture of divine sovereignty, showing us that God is the ultimate ruler over everything. This means he has absolute power and authority over all creation, including the natural world, nations, and individual lives. Nothing occurs without his will or permission. Let's look at the Old Testament first. In Psalm 47, we see that God reigns over all the earth and nations, sitting on his holy throne as king. This establishes his authority over everything. Proverbs 16:9 tells us that while people may plan their paths, it is the Lord who determines their steps. This illustrates how God influences human decisions and outcomes. The book of Daniel offers a powerful example of God's sovereignty in history. Take the story of Nebuchadnezzar, for instance. God humbles and restores this king to show his everlasting dominion and purpose. This narrative highlights how God is actively involved in the affairs of nations. Moving to the New Testament, we find Jesus affirming his authority in Matthew 28:18, where he states that all authority in heaven and on earth belongs to him. This reinforces that divine sovereignty extends to Jesus as Lord. Ephesians 1:11 adds that God works all things according to the counsel of his will. This means every event, big or small, aligns with God's predetermined plan. Proverbs 16:33 further emphasizes this by stating that even casting lots is under God's control. This shows that nothing is random in God's eyes. Importantly, God's sovereignty is not just about power, it is also about justice and mercy. Isaiah 46:9-10 reminds us that God's counsel will stand and his purposes will be accomplished. He is a God of justice who acts fairly. Romans chapters 9 and 15 reveal that God's sovereign plan includes salvation and mercy, aiming to bring glory to him through grace toward sinners. Understanding divine sovereignty can provide comfort and peace for believers, especially in uncertain times. Knowing that God governs all things encourages trust in his wisdom, even when life gets tough. It also reminds us of our responsibility, as human choices operate within God's sovereign plan. The relationship between divine control and human free will remain a mystery, but it invites us to live faithfully under his authority. In summary, the Bible teaches that divine sovereignty encompasses God's rule over creation, history, and individual lives, executed with perfect justice and mercy. This truth invites believers to trust in God's control and live in accordance with his will.